Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or hi if you're new here. My name is Courtney. Today we are kicking off another reading vlog. This is just going to be a typical what I read in a week. Right now I'm in between two books. I'm reading Daydream by Hannah Grace and The St. Ambrose School for Girls by Jessica Ward. I've been absolutely obsessed with Daydream. This might be my favorite in the Maple Hill series. Henry and Hallie are just so freaking cute with one another, and he is such a gentleman. So I think that we're going to start off by reading that one today. I did listen at the gym earlier to the St. Ambrose School for Girls, and yeah, I'm 50% into that one now, so hopefully we can finish both of these books this week as well as some of the other books on my November TBR. That's at least my hope for this video. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. I wanted to hop on here and give you an update on my thoughts on Daydream so far because I have been absolutely devouring this book. I'm getting the feeling, which I can't even remember what my last 5-star read was. Actually, yes, I can. It was Wisteria by Adeline Grace. If you haven't read the Belladonna series, you definitely have to. It is so freaking good. But I haven't had one since then, which I think was about a month ago or maybe more. Anyways, I'm on page 222 right now. That's 53% of the way through, and I cannot get enough of Henry and Hallie's relationship. This is a strangers to friends to lovers situation that we have going on, and throughout the whole time that Henry and Hallie have known one another, he has been nothing but respectful of her, and he really just makes it a point to show her that he understands her and he sees her and that he thinks that she's important and special. All things that no one else has apparently ever made known to her. So all of these acts of service that we're getting from Henry towards Hallie and then seeing how she's helping him with his own struggles, it's just chef's kiss. And also, Hallie's never been in an actual serious relationship before, and neither has Henry, so seeing them be nervous around one another and just blushing and all giddy, it is so stinking cute. I've said this so many times, but Daydream might be my favorite out of the Maple Hill series just based off of the vibes that we're going right now. If I had to rank the other two, I would say I liked Icebreaker better than Wildfire. I didn't necessarily connect with Wildfire that much, and I'm finding myself even reading this book that I can't remember some of the things that they're referring to about the previous characters that were in Wildfire, Aurora and Russ. So I'm happy that we have Henry and Hallie's relationship picking us up on a strong point with this series. I'm definitely going to read more of this tonight, but I'm not going to be filming anything. I'll just let you guys know my updates in the morning. Hello everyone, it is time for an overdue reading update. Today is Wednesday, so I haven't updated you guys since Monday. I still am reading the same two books, The St. Ambrose School for Girls and Daydream. I've been reading these at the same time, so I've been making steady progress through both. Last night I got really into the St. Ambrose School for Girls. I only have 50 more pages, so I think that I'm gonna finish this here in just a minute, but I actually really like this book. I'm surprised. I never know how to feel when reviews for a book are really bad, but I kind of liked it. I don't know, I think that I just related to the main character in this in ways that other people probably can't. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this wraps up because there is this mystery. Something happened at the end and I'm waiting to see like who did it. I'll let you know what I end up rating this book, but right now I think that I probably am leaning towards a 3 or a 4. And then like I said, I've also been reading Daydream by Hannah Grace. Let's see what percent through we are. Also, I need some suggestions in the comments on where you guys get your book stickers from. This is how my Kindle has looked ever since I first got it. I never got any other stickers, and this is cute but extremely simple, and I love the Maximalist? Dude, I don't know what that word is, but like just the really done up ones with lots of cute stickers. That's what I want mine to look like, so let me know where you guys purchase your book stickers from. In Daydream, we're on chapter 24, 60% through. I think that I have like 200 pages left, and I still am loving this romance, honestly, you guys. We're kind of hitting that part in the book where things just are kind of slowed down before they wrap up at the end. But I just have loved this story. I like the found family in this with our main female character. She's just always had a lot of trouble with friendships, which is something that I relate to so much. Just kind of the thoughts and the self-doubt that she's been having with like where she fits in with a crowd, I completely relate to. So this story is really doing it for me in all of the right directions. We got the romance going, we got the found family, they're partying, it's mentioned in Taylor Swift, she's in a book club, we got the friends to lovers romance. It just is really doing everything while also touching on some deeper issues. My plan for the rest of the day, I think that right now I'm gonna sit down and go ahead and finish the St. Ambrose School for Girls. Then I want to do a little bit of editing. I have a video that I want to come out tomorrow, but I have my book club this afternoon, so I want to go ahead and get that video edited so they can go up tomorrow. And then I'm going to probably start a new audiobook when I'm on the way to my book club because I have about an hour drive to and from. And then when I get home, I'm gonna pick up Daydream some more. So that's what we've got going on right now. I think that the audiobook I'm gonna start is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I've been wanting to do a reread of that before I read the novella Powerful and then jump into the second book. But that's what we got going on right now. Hello everyone, it is Thursday now and I have a reading update. We've finished our first book in this reading vlog, which was the St. Ambrose School for Girls by Jessica Ward. In this book, our main character starts at a new school. She's starting her sophomore year of high school and she's going to an all-girls school, St. Ambrose. Immediately when she gets there, I'm talking about move-in day, she gets on the wrong foot with this one girl. She didn't necessarily do anything, but the other girl is just a bully and she unfortunately finds herself the target for this semester. And our main character already has a lot of baggage and things that she's dealing with from her home life, and also she's dealing with a mental illness that she's trying to navigate. So the last thing that she really needs is this girl who is out to get her. It ends up sending her down a whole spiral. It ends up being a back and forth the whole semester until ultimately one of them ends up dead. I really enjoyed the writing style of this book. It was very descriptive, which I like a lot. I felt like I really could understand and relate to the main character. That being said, there's nothing special particularly about this plot, but I did eat the whole thing up just because I did like the writing style so much, and I always love a school setting. Add in a little mystery and boom, bada boom. I rated this book 4 stars. So that's our first book that we finished in this reading vlog. I also have been working on Daydream by Hannah Grace. I'm 66% of the way through now, which is page 282. This is what I'm going to be reading today. I think that I want to try and finish this one. Finished our second book of the video. I finished Daydream by Hannah Grace. It's about 7 o'clock at night right now, and I finished that book probably an hour or so ago. It was so freaking good, but I can't lie, at the very end I was disappointed with the third act situation that we got, and around page 350 or so I was like, okay, this is kind of dragging out for a romance book, but all in all I really did like it. But yeah, the third act, we'll get into that. Just in case you don't know, Daydream is the third book in the Maple Hill series by Hannah Grace. You have Icebreaker, Wildfire, and then Daydream. Henry is a character who's our male main character in Daydream that you've seen throughout the whole series, and unless I'm forgetting something, I don't think that we've ever been introduced to Hallie, our female main character, before. But I loved both of their characters so freaking much. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that I'm one of those people who's been waiting on Henry's book or anything. I just don't really operate that way when I'm reading books. I'm never paying that much attention to the side characters when I'm focusing on the romance. But seeing him in this book in the way that he navigated his relationship or friendship, whatever you want to call it, with Hallie was so thoughtful. Throughout the whole book, he was so thoughtful, so respectful, such an actual gentleman. Henry basically needs help with one of his classes. Hallie's taken that class before and she needs help getting experience to write her book. She's kind of had a very cut and dry life, so she doesn't have a whole lot to write about. And they come to this agreement that, you know, they will help one another out, and that's how things start. That's how their friendship starts. And they have a few different rules for their friendship, and number 4 is not to fall in love. That's it. Seems easy. But this is a romance book. To go back to what I was already getting into, the way that Henry just takes care of Hallie and lets her know, he just really does pay attention to what she says, and he reciprocates that to her. Like, he shows her time and time again that he pays attention to her and he cares about her. And I related to so much of Hallie in this book. Obviously, she's an icon. She brings up Taylor Swift all the time. She works in a bookstore, working at the book club, and she also is the oldest sibling, and so the default sibling in her family. So a lot of things that she said I could definitely relate to. I'm not the oldest in my family, but I'm the only girl out of 4 kids, so I definitely could relate to so much of the stuff that she was saying about kind of taking too much on and spreading herself thin to help others and always putting other people first. And I am disappointed with the third act kind of conflict that we got in this book, because I felt like it could have went an entirely different way, and instead we kind of just skimmed entirely past it. And I really wish that we had gotten some hockey moments in here. The last book I understand because they were at summer camp or whatever, but they definitely had the opportunity to do that in this book. They were on campus and they did talk about hockey, but I'm just talking like I would have loved to get some hockey scenes, like some actual action, seeing them play. And that's really my only gripe with the book. I loved this so much. Hallie and Henry's relationship is definitely my favorite in the Maple Hills series, and this is definitely my favorite book out of the Maple Hills series. I would say that it goes Daydream, Icebreaker, and then Wildfire. I don't know if we're set to get another book in this series or not, but I definitely would be down for that. And I ended up rating Daydream 4.25 stars. Right now, I am about to probably make myself a little sweet treat for dessert and watch some TV. I'm rewatching Gossip Girl again. Shamelessly, might I add. And it's just raining right now. I think that's definitely the vibe. I'm leaning towards, as you may have saw in a previous clip, reading either If We Were Villains by, I think it's ML Rio. I have seen so many things recently about this book and it has me so, I'm just anticipating reading it so much, so maybe we'll pick up that one. But I'm also really wanting to focus on my November TBR. I've been neglecting my TBRs like crazy for continuing the Natural series. I'm on the 4th one, which is Bad Blood. I'm gonna sleep on it and see what I reach for in the morning. Okay guys, it is Friday morning. Thank goodness. I am so freaking tired from the work week. We're gonna ignore how I look like right now because one, it's only 9 in the morning and I've only been awake for an hour. Right now I'm working on some things for my job and then I'm going to get dressed. And my brain is working so slow right now, but we're gonna do something. I don't know what we're gonna do. I haven't went out of my house that much this week, so that's definitely the plan. I thought that maybe we could go get a coffee, read our next book, which I did decide what our next book is gonna be. I actually started it last night. Last night I started Bad Blood by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I thought that this one would be a really good one to read starting the weekend because these books read super, super quickly. When my brother chose this one for my November TBR, we had chose it for the prompt over 500 pages, so I thought that was a little daunting. But what I forgot is that they have the novella 12 in the back of this. So this much of the book is another book. And the actual one is only 373 pages. So that's definitely a vibe given how fast these read. Last night I only read for a little bit of time and read up to page 34. And I loved being back with these characters. I think that it was probably back in May or maybe even a little earlier that I read the 3rd book in this series, All In. And I will say that All In, the concept and everything was definitely more complicated, so I had to really lock in, and they're already bringing that up in this one. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm really curious to see if Cassie's mom is actually alive or not, because if she is, girl, you've got some explaining to do because you abandoned my girl for what? We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna do some work right now and then I'm going to get dressed for the day and we'll have some fun later. Not having that much fun right now, but we'll have some fun later. We have reached our reading destination. I really wanted to get out of the house. I think I said that earlier. I really just haven't really left that much. Slid by Sheets to pick up some lunch. Frenchy fries. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Man, when I read some books like this, or should I say characters, certain characters make me feel so dumb. Like, I wish that I could be as smart as Salome in the Natural series. The sun setting so early really kills the vibe as far as lighting goes, but hello everyone, it is Saturday evening now and I just finished our, I think, third book of the video, which is Bad Blood by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I definitely did not see the way that this played out. One of the people who ends up being part of like this whole masters thing was so close from the beginning, and I just never would have suspected that. If you've never read the Natural series before, basically there is the Naturals program, which is with the FBI, and they recruit special talented youth, kind of like they each have their own special unique set of skills. I felt the same way about this one as I did the other books in the series, which is just, it's a super good read, very fast paced. I would recommend this book to anyone in my life that just wants to pick up something. There is a little bit of a subplot of romance in these books, but that definitely is not a main point of these series. If you love twisty stories, if you love Criminal Minds, then this series is definitely one that I recommend to you. And if I didn't already say, I rated this one 4 stars. But yeah, that is the third book that we read in this video. We read the St. Ambrose School for Girls, Daydream, and Bad Blood, and I think that that is going to be the end of this video. Technically a week would be reading into tomorrow, but I really want to have this video up by tomorrow, and I'm thinking that the next book that I want to read, I want to do its own little reading vlog, so stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this video today and want to see more reading vlogs from me, make sure to give it a like, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!